Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me today. Now here I am on XG to show you a quick and easy way to improve your game quickly. It will not take much time, 10 minutes, so you can fit it into a busy schedule. Now it is called 5x5. It is an idea I picked up from Tim Cross. Now you choose new unlimited games here, and under options you make sure you have selected teaching mode. Now what we are going to do is play the first 5 moves of the game out 5 times. After each game we are going to click on the white flag and resign and then start the next game. I'm going to set myself an average PR, performance rating to play under, of 4. Now you can set your own PR depending on your level of play. And if this is your first time, then you might want to just play through and just see how you play overall. Now, we're also going to keep an eye on the moves, particularly any that are highlighted in green, which would be errors, and red, which would be bigger mistakes called blunders. And those positions we can save into a position database to look back on at a future date, to see patterns of behavior in our game, to get more of a conscious understanding of areas we need to focus on. Maybe we're cubing too early, maybe we're not being aggressive enough, whatever it might be. Very useful to have a database of positions which will expand over time and guide your study to help you improve in a focused manner. Now, the good thing about this 5x5 format is, one, as I mentioned, it's quick, but secondly, in the first 5 moves of the game, we are moving from an early game into the mid game. So we are going to start establishing a certain game plan, making decisions that guide us in a certain direction. So whether that's moving into a blitz or a prime or a race or a holding game, that will become more manifest in the opening decisions. And also we will get cube decisions along the way. So lots to think about in the opening 5 moves indeed. So let's begin. I will talk through some of the moves and we'll see whether I can play under a 4. So unlimited games, teaching mode, so you receive your analysis after the move has been played and you're ready to go. So 5-4, bring one down and split, fighting for an advanced anchor. Now 3-1 is great, makes a point and attacks. Now double 3, okay, so I'm also going to equalise my home board by making a 5 point, and then I'm going to play one down off for 10. It's a good builder for a 4 point, the bar point, and so on. Now green rolls a double 4 and has a rack formation, so I really want to anchor up now if I can, and I did. Now 6-4, I can make the 4 point here, but of course I want to remove myself from a potentially vulnerable situation where I could just be attacked and then cubed. So there you are. As you can see, making a 4 point would be a massive blunder in that situation, staving off the cube. Now green jumps over 5-1 and I get a 6-4. So again, I have the opportunity of making a 4 point, but because he has a stronger home board, that's too much. So I'm going to hit with a 6, and then the 4, I'm just going to play safe, 10-6. Now, I don't like having 6 checkers there, but I also don't like leaving excess shots if I can help it, particularly against my opponent's strong front position. And then I dance with 6-4. And then there we are. That's the first 5 moves of the game played out. So when I click on the white flag, I resign a single game.
I resign a single game.
I accept.
And then I play the next one. So 5-4, down and split. 5-4 again. 6-5. Now I can run from the back or I can run from the 20 point. So I'm just going to bring this checker to safety, like so. Double 3 is a fantastic roll. He blitzes me, makes 2 new inner board points. Now 4-2. I need to be careful here that I'm not leaving lots of extra hitting numbers. So I'm just going to come in and play 8-6. Now, It is a bit stacked and inflexible, but certainly leaving another shot against a stronger home board is not advised. So
double.
And then, of course, green is going to double me in his blitz position, but the race is identical. Green still has 2 back, and I only have 1 to escape. So I'm going to take the cube. So clear double and a massive take there. Now I get hit with 3-1, and I dance with double 5, and now it's looking like it could be a pass with a 4-point board made. So 2 in, and then 5 just play safe again, particularly against the board. And there we have it. So 5 moves played, click on the flag. So there we had a cube decision also to think about. So
I resign a single game.
I accept.
Now what you can do is, once you've played this 5x5 format enough times over many days or many weeks, you can look at your profile and to see how well you play over a bigger sample size, over 100 sessions. And then, that will give you a good idea of your average level of play. So 4-2, make the 4-point, 5-3, 6-3. Now, I don't want to run all the way because I want the connectivity between these 2 checkers. And of course, it enables me to play a 6 to make that. And I have 5s, 3s, 1s to make this point. So good diversification there of numbers. 5-1, he's going to hit. 3-2 there. And then I could step up, but I like making the 10-point here. Okay, there we are. Always better to have another point, even though this one is 6 away from a point already made. Now 2 is going to hit. Then with the 4, not many choices, so I'm just going to step up, fight for the advanced anchor again. 6-1, he jumps out. You never really want 3 checkers on the 24, so always better to come out for contact. Of course, if I hit, he's going to get a lot of returns as well. And 2-1. So here I could hit, but I have an option of a better play, making this point the golden anchor. So I'm certainly going to do that and not leave him returns, because I have stripped points here in the outfield. So there we are. And you could see the 10-7 of hitting would have been a blunder. So those are my first 5 opening moves there. So now I
resign a single game.
I accept.
Okay, so now I go into game 4. And we can see, so he plays aggressively 2 down, which is more of a gammon go play. I make the 4-point. Then he makes a 4-point. Having a diversity of checkers there is good, because then you have extra numbers to make in a board points. So now I could split here, but green does have 10 in the zone there. Even though splitting to the 22, he doesn't have the 6 that hits. Instead, I'm just going to play efficiently and bring 2 down off the midpoint. Green hasn't split his back checkers yet, so I'm not going to split mine. So there we are. Usually when your opponent is split, you want to split also, because there is a lot of symmetry in the opening game. And now double 6 is very nice. So 2 there. And then, of course, I'm going to make this bar point to trap him in there. And even if green hits a 1, he only has 2 checkers. So he's going to end up leaving a lot of returns. And also, if he hits that, he's not going to also be able to hit an outfield checker with a fly shot. Okay. Another double 6. Fantastic. Now, let's just go on the attack. Now there, I played too quickly and didn't think about the double. Now, lesson learned there, that every move is a cube decision. You should always be stopping to think about the cube before every move has been played. And now that green has made the anchor, I've lost my market, or I'm not even in a doubling window anymore now that the anchor has been made. So I've gone from a position where it was a clear double, because here, of course, I have great attacking numbers. Green's got a blotting board. I've got numbers to make the 5 point. Big numbers here, 6s and 5s. Small numbers here, 3s and 4s. Lots to go on. I could also make the 9 point. So I completely missed that because I played too quickly. And now I doubt whether it's even a double here. So I'm just going to roll on so they can see a big mistake to double there. So now 5-3, I'm just going to make the 8 point again. And another mistake. Okay, so let's come back and look at the mistakes after I've played the next game. So this game wasn't played.
I resign a single game.
Good.
I accept.
So that one was 16. Okay. And then I make a 4 point. Run with 6-5. Another 4-2. Okay, so because I have a stack here, I really feel like I need to do something. So I'm going to play that down for 9. And then I'm going to step up to a 22. Okay, slightly better to play 24 to 18 and only play with 1 blot rather than 2 blots, even though Mitchie does like the spare being on the 22 point. Hits. 4-6, come in and hit back. I have a stronger home board. 6-3 is also nice. I can make the outfield point. And there we have it, 5 moves. So I will resign.
I resign a single game.
I accept.
So now I can review and I can look at my summary. And overall, I played a 4.21, so slightly above the target. So next time I play, I can adjust my target up to a 4.21 if I wish. Now let's look at the mistakes. So the first mistake I made was missing the double here. Clicking the dice, playing too quickly. As I mentioned, every decision is a cube decision. I should be slowing down and thinking after every play. And here, as mentioned before, there's a lot of reasons why this would be a good double. A lot of small and big numbers work to make points or hitting. And I'm also up in the race. Green has a blotting board. And then 5-3, I made the 8 point here, when actually the best move was to play 18-15, 18-13, resulting in this position. And here again, I didn't scan the board completely, and Green has 2 blots in board. So that is a sign that I should be playing slightly more aggressively, taking more risks. Now here I can see that Green needs a 3 to hit and also a 3 to cover, or a 3 to make the 5 point. Also, this point here is somewhat of a liability. By making my play, by making the 8 point, resulting in this position, I have disconnected my army, and these 2 checkers are a little bit isolated. Also, the 8 point lacks value because a 2 point has been made. Now, if I had made the 9 point, then that play would have been correct by a large margin because it would have blocked 6s. But as it stands, this is not the right move due to connectivity and not exploiting my opponent's vulnerable front position. And then game 5, I made a mistake here as an error. So I brought one down and stepped up. Now, the thing is, here I am playing with 2 blots instead of 1 blot. And also I am ahead in the race by 7 pips, so I should have just made the racing play. Also, after this move has been played, it's a good diversification move, because if Green hits me here, he can't also make points at the same time unless he were to roll, a double 1 or something like that. Some doubles kind of work, but most rolls don't. He chooses to hit or make the point. So there we are, lots of decisions that came up. So a lot of games were played well. You can look back at the cubing decision. So here this was a double and a clear take. And then nothing in game 3. In game 4, missing the cube was big, and you can see there, if I actually clear the analysis for that missed cube, then I'm playing at a 2.55. So you can see how one cube blunder or one checker blunder would massively swing the PR. And then game 5, like so. So there we are. Lots of things to think about in the opening 5 moves of the game. Plenty to discuss. Save the positions to a database. Look back at them at a later stage. Try to practice this 5x5 a few times a day if you can, or once an evening, and do it repetitively and over a number of days and weeks. You will begin to recognize more things over the board, focus your study, and improve quickly. So thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you already have. Thank you so much. See you next Wednesday. Goodbye.